You utilized it. You channeled it. You see? If you were to fight anger and you keep it inside, it becomes self-destructive because the energy has to move. But when you accept it and you become one with the movement, that movement becomes aliveness. Always, always, always. Now there's another question. What if it's boredom? What if it's tiredness and boredom? Which of course is not aliveness at all. Right? Can you work with boredom? Can you work with tiredness?
If you're tired, you have no energy to work with stuff.
Feel it.
Oh, you feel tired? Fine.
No. No, I meant feel the fact that just like you're tired or bored or something like this, like, you know, and you find it has no energy into. But now, focus on the hands, or focus how your body is pulsing, your heart is beating, you are breathing. You're not doing any of this. Your blood is circulating through miles and miles of arteries through your body. You're not doing anything. You just observe how alive the body feels. You'll find that the tiredness and the boredom have subsided, not as bad as they were. Yeah. But what it takes is the willingness to do it. That is the key. Yeah.
I know that in my life I've felt that kind of depression and low energy at times, and now I have a different perspective about it, and I just wanted to share that there's a certain defeat in and indulgence in that. And there's a certain resistance about living that's on a very deep level, and anger too, but usually it's too deep to ever be consciously felt, even with a lot of effort, and indeed the effort is beyond human labor.
Right, and you don't need to go back to the past and feel that either, right?
No, there's no need for that.
Right.
But I think there is a need to be honest.
To be honest with the feeling.
And
yes.
to be honest with the feeling, and to take note that there is resistance of some, because we're talking about allness.
That's right.
We're talking about a state in which resistance is no longer, there's nothing to resist against if there's no opposition.
That's right.
And so all that has to be melted down to its core.
Right. And how do you do that?
To release
Yes,
whatever is being pushed, because that kind of low energy and boredom, whatever you want to call it, it's pushing something down to such an extent that...
Beautiful. That's so beautiful. Yes.
That there's no feeling anymore.
That's right. That there's no feeling anymore.
But all that's
and
needed is to
yeah.
How can I say it?
All that's needed is the willingness.
There's always feeling.
There's always feeling. Beautiful. So it doesn't matter how tired, how bored, or anything happens, how depleted you feel, how fatigued, how fed up you feel. If there is the slightest willingness, of course the miracle says that too, which is beautiful, the willingness. If there is the slightest willingness to want the truth, you see, you can allow yourself to feel that, because you always feel, even if you say, I have no feeling anymore. But you are a feeling being. Awareness is feeling. Consciousness is feeling. I feel you looking, you see? I feel you listening. So feeling is always there. Allow that feeling to predominate, no matter how. And then it takes over. All it needs is just that little bit of surrender. You see?
But you have to see the resistance before you can surrender.
Yes.
That's the point I'm trying
yes. Yes.
to put out there.
Yeah, the resistance is always there. But the very willingness that you're going to experience your aliveness, that itself will melt away the resistance, the willingness to want to do it. You see? And that's why we need willingness.
But you have to admit that resistance is there.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to, because the moment you are willing to do it, that shows, oh, there was resistance, but now I'm willing to let it go. Yeah. It's just the reason I didn't say that is because if I say to everybody, you have to see the resistance, then I'm making something simple a little more complicated. Oh, there's too much to see. You see? But if I talk about willingness, it does the same thing without having to do that, right? Yeah. And the whole point is to show you the simplicity of this. Very, very simple. Because it is your own heart, it is your own being. It's not something you achieve. You're not going to get any place. You're not going to overcome anything. It is here. This is it. Now is the only time that there is. Now is eternal. Wow, if we understand that. That's the beloved, the now. You see? Now is the beloved. Right now is paradise. Right now is God. Right now is we're gathered here together for one simple reason. To know only the ultimate truth. You see, that which is right now. And so when we get away all the extraneous stuff that is fed to us throughout the day, for a moment let us be quiet together for an hour. You see? And as we allow that, there's a refreshment, there's an energizing, you see? There's an aliveness that comes back to us. But that has always been there. But we have to re-link it. Reawaken it every time. And we do have that choice, we do have that capacity.